Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. So I was gonna be taking a break from resin for a few days because of my hands being so broken out and everything, but we just got this baby in, and I can't even get it all underneath my camera here. So we've got the new Let's Resin bubble remover machine. So I took it out of the big box, but I have not even taken it out of the packaging. So we are going to do that, and we are going to put this baby to the test today, because you all know that I've been struggling with getting my bubbles out of my resin, right? Oh, well, all right, so I guess I better be careful. My blade just fell out of my thingy ding here. Okay, so let's look at the booklet first. Let me just slide this over just a smidge. Well, we might as well just go ahead and get it out, and then I can get the box out of here, because then it will fit on my table better. Okay, so there's that. And the base in here. Okay, so let's get the box out of our way, and let's get this out. It's packaged really well, guys. Okay. At the bottom, and we got something in there. Wow. You know when your fingers are sore, you can't like do anything with them, you have no strength? Yeah, well, that's me today. Okay, so that is our cover. So, and it does have this really nice silicone mat that fits right in there. And then this goes right on there. Okay, so best operating temperature is the resin between 28 Celsius and 82 Fahrenheit. So it says press after starting. There's got to be a cord somewhere in the box here. Oh, that's maybe what this is. I'm like, wait, there's no cord. Duh. Open all the packages, Michelle. I'm so excited. And here is our nice cord. Okay, now we have got all of our parts. So let's turn this around. So there is your standard plug-in, and this just fits in the little slot there. Just like that. And I am loving having my cord close to my desk. So I'm gonna put you on a time lapse when we start this. So this could be a little bit of a longer video, but I want you guys to see the whole process because that's the point of the video, right? All right, so we have our book. So it automatically, I guess, degasses. It's got the air extraction port, which is this. So the air releases from there. This is your motor base. You have a digital panel. And okay, so we connected the cord. I'm going to mix our resin up. So then you cover the machine and then you rotate the knob for the setting work time. So this is plugged in. So the first click, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to get it so you can. It says 5 minutes. And it goes up in half, you know, a minute increments. And then you push it and it starts. And you push in and hold it if you want to shut it off. So when you are, you're doing it, and if you've still got some bubbles, you can just turn your knob while it's still going, because this is going to count, it's going to get up to 99.9%, I think, the vacuum in there. So you can set your time according to that. And so after the machine is working, the screen will display a countdown and the pressure valve will change. After the machine finishes working, remove the cover and take out the resin. Then continue using the resin for the project, and then unplug and store in a safe, clean area. So short press on the knob, the machine turns on and the screen lights up. Turn the knob to adjust the working time in intervals of 5 minutes, which can be adjusted up to 15 minutes as needed. So it can go from 5 to 15. After setting the working time, short press the knob, the machine will start. The screen display will count down the pressure value changes. After the countdown ends, the motor stops working. You can check the bubble removal effect at any time through the transparent glass, which is this. During operation of the machine, you can increase or decrease the working time according to how many bubbles you have in your emergency exhaust. When the machine is working, bubbles will remove to the rubber surface as the pressure values increase. If you find the bubbles rise too quickly and are about to overflow in the cup, short press the knob to exhaust. And short press the knob to exhaust a small amount of air, or long press the knob to stop the machine, and then restart the machine after the bubbles decrease. So if you just tap it once, it will like release the air. So we are going to give this baby a try today. So I'm going to keep my instructions close. So I figured what we would do is, where Valentine's Day is coming up, we're going to do a little rose box container. This one here, we've done this before, and we've got the base. So this holds, I believe it was 10 ounces. I'm going to mix up 12 because I also have this bottle opener that I had poured in a previous project, and I want to finish filling this. So we will get that done. And I thought I might have had another half project here somewhere, but I cannot. Oh, yeah, right here. So we've got this little guy as well. So I'll just pour a little bit in those two to top them off. But I'm gonna dye the resin once I mix it, and I'm gonna put some of the Marabou alcohol ink in the violet blue-green shimmer, just so it has a little bit of a shimmer. I'm not gonna use a lot. So this is gonna be basically a transparent jar. And I'll see how it looks as to if I want to, you know, do anything with the flowers on the top. But I figured where it's roses and I do it in red, maybe I can just highlight the roses and it'll be good like that. So let me get some resin and get that mixed up, and then we will put it in here and I will time lapse the process. All right, so I will be right back. Okay, so I got it mixed up and I used the big Let's Resin mixer. And I used a clean cup with it. Let me put my gloves on here. I just put barrier cream and my cotton gloves, and then I'm gonna put my other gloves, and then we will be ready. My hands are so sore, guys. Oh my word. Okay, so let's so I turn it on and let it beat a little bit against the side of the cup to get as much of the resin off as I can. And then I just take a stick and I scrape as much as I can off. I should probably use this like a silicone spatula because I would probably get more off, but for today we're just gonna do it the way I normally do it, and then I wipe the end of the paddles. And then I wipe them off. I get most of the resin off with just a paper towel like this. And then I turn it so that the resin part is on the inside of the paper towel. I fold it over. And then I just give it a good squirt with alcohol. And then I wipe it again. And then your paddles are nice and clean and ready for the next batch of resin. So I love this. This is the one that goes 40 seconds, and you got to keep hitting it. I really like the medium one, that smaller one. I really, really love that. But for bigger amounts, this one works really good, but you can see it makes a lot more bubbles. So, but that's what this video is about, so I figured I would use it. So I'm going to use the Let's Resin alcohol ink in Sugilite. It's a red. I've never used it. In fact, I should have got my tack out beforehand, but I did not. You know, because why would I be organized and ready? Because I never am, right? All right, so we're just gonna stick a thumbtack down in there. And I'm just gonna set that on the top. I'm gonna wipe my hands. And we are going to give it quite a good squirt in there. I want it to be red. And we will get this stirred. And I already measured, this cup will fit into that container. And this is one of the Let's Resin 30-ounce cups. So yeah, it will fit in there. And this is the Bond Craftor resin. It's all I have right now. I have one pot of the less resin, but I'm out of the hardener pot, so I'm gonna have to see if you can order just the hardener. All right, so that is looking like a good color, but I want to put a little bit of a sparkle in it. So what I'm going to do is I have my other phone holder, so I'm going to change the angle. I'm going to start it like this, and then I'm going to stop it and put it on time lapse, and we're going to go at a different angle so that you can see the side of the container, and we're just going to let that go. And then we'll see what we get. Okay, so that is good. And it looks like the alcohol ink is all blended in. Let me get a baby wipe. I don't want to get my new thing dirty already, and my fingers are already sticky. All right, so I'm going to lift the cover off. We're going to put our container in. I'm going to try and keep okay. So I'm going to tap it. That turns it on. And then I'm going to set it, I'll set it for 5 minutes, and we will see where we're at with the bubbles. So I'm also going to turn it this way so you'll be able to see the countdown and the vacuum, as well as what the resin is doing. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start it, and then I will, I am going to take these off. That way I can, because I'm not dealing with the resin right now, so I can use get my phone in and out without it getting sticky. Okay, so well, let's go ahead and we're going to get this started. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to just pause it. I'm going to move you down, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I guess I hadn't pushed the cover down hard enough, but you can see the numbers. Hopefully you can see the numbers climbing. So I'll keep it on this until we get up to pressure, and we can, start seeing some of the bubbles, and then I will put it on a time lapse until it's at the end. And I know I'm trying to hold the stand because it does have a little bit of a vibration going, but so we're at 71, 72. And I'm slowly starting to see the bubbles rise. So I am gonna up the minutes. All right, we'll put it at 6 minutes just to. So there are some bubbles starting to pop. We're at 90, 91. And I think that's the pressure, the vacuum pressure. We're at 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 98.5, 99.5, okay, 99.9. So it's got full pressure now. So I will go ahead and we'll put this on a time lapse. It has five minutes left. So let me put this on a time lapse, guys. Okay, so I upped it a couple times by a minute or two. I'm thinking it's just about done. We have 1 minute and 9 seconds left, so we're gonna just let it finish because there's usually still always some bubbles on the top, and then once the pressure releases, those bubbles go away. So I will go ahead, I'll wait to put my gloves on so that when it stops, I can show you, and then I will pause it and put you back up overhead, and we'll get our project board. So we've got 34 seconds left, guys. I am impressed so far because I could not get bubbles out, especially if I had coloring in, but not especially like this much. This much wouldn't fit in my other one that I had. So I would, you know, break it up in smaller cups, and it might not have taken so long if I had done that. So next time, that's probably what I'll do. I'll break it down into a couple of cups, because you could easily fit 3 or 4 cups in here. So you can hear the air automatically being released. Wow, guys, that is clear. The other thing is my other one, I used to have to like put my arm around it like this to pry the cover off. I don't with this one. I am so excited, guys. Oh. Wow. That is clear. All right, so I'm gonna pause you and I'll put you back overhead. Okay, so look at how clear that is. That's the Marabou alcohol ink sparkle that you're seeing. So let me get my gloves on, and we are gonna get this poured. Now I am still going to be careful around the edges, and I'm not gonna be able to fill my 2 things because I colored all my resin like an idiot. Yes, I am an idiot. But remember, this is the one that has all the little things around the edge. And on this in the bottom, this one won't fit in there. And that one won't either. Because I was going to say, if they would have fit, I would have tried putting it in there. But it doesn't. So the next time we'll do like the axolotl, and I'll try putting them in there to see if I can get the horns, not the horns, you know, the gills, those things. All right, so I'm just gonna we'll start getting this poured. I'm going to just pour slowly and I'm going to pour a little bit, and then I'm going to get my stick and work on getting some of those bubbles out. So let's go ahead and do the same with this. Let's just start pouring slow. Now these are handmade molds, so I did not spray them with alcohol because I buy my own into resin molds and they are very expensive. So I do not want to ruin it. But I was like, what? You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up. What do I have that, you know, we could utilize for Thanksgiving? Not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. Wow. My brain is just mush today. All right, so I'm just ever so carefully. Just, oh, I have a bubble right in there. See? And you can see through this mold pretty good. So, all right. Like for the top you can. The bottom, and not so much. And let me just spin this. So I am really impressed, guys, so far. That is phenomenal. And I got it so quick. I was not even expecting it. Okay. That looks... Let's see. Okay. And I can see one more bubble on this side right there. And that's just bubbles from me pouring it in and then getting trapped under the lid. But other than that, look at that. That is crystal clear. So I am going to spray a little alcohol. Now that the mold, I'm going to fill it up some more, but I want to work on getting some of the bubbles out of this bugger. So I'm using this because this is silicone and I don't have to worry about scratching or damaging my mold. I want to get way down in those little areas and see if we can see all those little tiny bubbles that are wanting to stay down there. Yes, we do not want them to stay down there. I am going to spray, now that the mold is covered, I'll spray the top, and that way, because I love this container, but I always got so many bubbles. So at least now I know if I get bubbles, it's the mold itself, because that resin is crystal clear. So I'm just gonna keep going around. You can see the bubbles right in here. So you just gotta work them out. because once you can get the resin in there, when the bubbles come out, then you should be all set. It's just getting those initial pesky bubbles out in the beginning. And then I will just kind of, you know, keep an eye out to make sure that no more kind of form there. So this is where it's really, you know, good to like take your time and really work on, especially from the ones that you can see. You know, just bring them out from underneath the lip and into the rest of the resin, so then you can get them to pop. Of course, I wore bigger gloves because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to fit my mediums with my cotton gloves underneath, but I think I would have been able to. Okay. And this one here is still looking good, so let's finish putting some on this. I want to get this domed. Okay. That's actually a really pretty color red too. And I'm still seeing a few little bubbles. You know, it's like coaxing them out of the little holes or the indents or the beads, I guess you want to call them, the beading. But you can see right underneath here, there's still a few. So before I completely top it off, I want to make sure that I have gotten out as many of those bubbles as I possibly can. Because as long as they're not clinging to the silicone in there, you should be fine. And I was going to do this part off camera, but I wanted you guys to see the process, because I do have some new people that are new to resin. So, you know, I want to make sure that everybody can learn all the little tips and tricks that we all already know. Now, I'm probably going to still have a few bubbles down in the bottom. It's just this mold. But I picked this mold specifically because I knew it was a difficult mold. Because if we're going to test something, we might as well test it to the max, right? And then I will find something to do with the extra. Oh. And let me set this over here because I see a few bubbles here. Okay, so let me get a clean finger. Go around this because then you can see if there's any, you know, like micro bubbles in there. It's definitely a lot less than I would have had. Okay. And I like the fact that, you know, you can see if there are bubbles. That's looking good. All right, I think we have got most of the trapped ones out. Let me just wipe this again. Pour some more. And we will get this domed without going over. Okay. That is looking good. And we have exactly 2 ounces. So these do take 10 ounces, guys. And why don't I, since I have this out, oh, this was a clear one that I had poured in there. That was full of bubbles. Just get these. Get a paper towel so I can use some alcohol. So the other thing I think is not helping my hands either, guys, is the alcohol. Just move these back a little bit so I can have a little bit of them. So I had somebody ask me on these if they worked. And because they said they had saw some reviews that they didn't. And I haven't had a problem, but I also let them cure for like 2 days. And And I did find that the longer screws came through the back, so I back coated the back with some UV resin. So now those screws are in, they're in the UV resin, so they definitely will not come out. But, you know, on a side note, we could always put some E6000 on the screw when we're screwing them in. So, and I'm just going to fill this bear up with the red just because I have a little bit and I want to get him done because I have I'm just going to put what I can in here, and then when I fill the other ones, I can finish this one as well. All right. Now we will wait for demold. Alrighty, guys. I will be back when it is time for demold, and we will see what we have got. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys, everything is cured. Look at that. That is like crystal clear. All right, let me try to plug in my extra light here. Let's see if that helps. So we got our little bottle. I'll make that one I'm gonna leave. I will unmold this one. Oh my gosh, guys. What a difference. There's like no bubbles. I do have a little bit of trimming to do, but I can deal with the trimming. That I can deal with. All right, so let's move this over here. Let's get our little critter out here. I don't even remember which one he is. Ow. Oh, my fingers are so sore. Oh, we've got the angry French bulldog. Oh, he's cute. So the bottom, this part is crystal clear, and you can see all the micro bubbles in. All right, let me just see if I can zoom in. Oh, so we can see. So you can see all the micro bubbles here, but in this part there are no bubbles. So huge, and he's got a few rogue glitters in there, but whatever. All right, so let's start with our top. Oh, it's looking good already, guys. So after it started getting firm, I did pop it on the heat mat. Oh, look at how gorgeous this is. There are absolutely no bubbles at all. Wow. I am impressed, guys. I am totally impressed. All right, so this one's making me a little nervous because it's deeper and I can't, you know, I couldn't see what is down in the bottom, but we're about to find out. All right, let's... This one's not difficult to unmold. It is just getting the suction to break inside this mold. There we go. It just released. Ouch. And my fingers are so sore. There we go. So it's still a little bit bendy, but I could not wait any more. All right. Wow. Guys, there's no bubbles. Wow. Like, there are literally no bubbles at all. Oh, wait, I'm feeling something. I think that's just the inside. Wow, this is phenomenal. Thank you, Let's Resin. I absolutely love the new debubbler. Absolutely. And I pushed this one to its limit, guys. Look. Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I think the only thing I am going to do to this jar is I'm going to take a gold, the Let's Resin Gold, and I'm just going to do the beading. I think that's all that I'm going to do to this because it's just stunning on its own. It really, really is. All right, so let's... And this is the flat tip, so I will see how this works. And when you don't have a, oh, I have one little bubble right there on the bottom. But when you don't have any bubbles in the areas that you're trying to use a marker on, they come out so much better. So I'm just going to see how this looks. I'll do like one side and we will see. Yeah, that just makes it. It finishes, it definitely finishes this piece. All right, so let me grab a little micro brush. just where I had a little on the cover. Wow. I mean, this is definitely game changer, guys. So now I want to try another axolotl to see if by putting him in there, if I can get it to pull the bubbles out of the gills. And just that little bit of alcohol that I just like brushed, my fingers are burning. So I think that gold is definitely making just that little bit of difference. I said I don't want to overdo, but I did want to accentuate So I just broke down and I ordered a new into resin mold. So we will have that sometime next month. And I ordered some more Let's Resin epoxy resin because I am like completely out. I think I only have some part A left, but I have no B, so I just ordered some. Like I said, everything that I make off of my channel goes right back in to be able to keep making videos for you guys. So, you know, any Happy Mail or if you buy me a coffee or a super thanks, anything like that, it goes right back into the channel. So, and I appreciate everything anybody sends me. I am so impressed. All right, so I guess I'm gonna go around the top part first. And then I'll do the sides. And these are my favorite, the chrome markers from Let's Resin. This is the flat tip. Then they have the thick tip and then the fine tip. And I absolutely love all of them. Like this one's the fine tip. To me, these work the best out of any of the chrome markers that I have tried. All right, so I'm just gonna put it down to go across the top here. So I'm just gonna do the whole, the top. And I know, guys, this video is probably gonna be a longer video, but everybody likes to see how I finish my pieces, so I figured I would just do this on video so that everybody can see. But what a difference. I mean, even using this when there are no bubbles in your resin. Because it just makes a smooth finish. And oh, I thought I got some down here, but I guess I didn't. So I will end up putting this one on my website. So if anybody is interested, all right, so that's the top of it done. And I was thinking about doing it in silver, but I think the gold goes better with the red, in my opinion. So that's why I'm doing the gold. You know, and then once this dries, you'll be able to handle it without it, you know, rubbing off. So I'm just going to try and hold it on the inside. I was originally gonna do like just the tips of the leaves or the roses. And after looking at the jar, I'm not going to, because I think that would, it would take away from the beauty of this piece. I really, really do. So if anybody buys it and you want to do that, that's, you know, totally fine. But I am just going to just leave it with the beading in the gold. And there we have it. Look at how beautiful that is, guys. Don't use a finger that has a split in it, like that one, because it burns. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Alrighty, guys, I will get some final pictures and I will get that posted. Let's see. Let me see if we can just put something little on this guy. All right, why is this one not working? I have two of these. Why is that one not working? Now I can't find my other one. I couldn't have used all my ink already. There's no way. But it is not working, even on paper. All right, guys, so let me find my other one and I will get some final pictures. Alrighty, guys, bye. And I did want to let you know, I do have a discount code for any of the Let's Resin products. So if you wanted to get this debubbler, this one right here that I used, you can get 10% off. So that's in the description box below. And I have any other discount codes or whatever I have are in there. So I did want to just hop back on and let you know that. And I will have the links for these products as long as I can find them. They will be in the description as well. Okay, guys, I will get you some final pictures as I get these finished up. Bye, guys.